Welcome at day 28, I believe it is. Day 28 of coloring this page from Secret Garden. And today I'm going to add more color in the top left corner that I'm showing you here in the left side of your screen. And I'm going to add a lighter blue first, this light phthalo blue from the Polychromos series. This is one of my favorite colors when it comes to blues. My intention was to color outdoors today and record this video, but the neighbors are having a little party in their garden, so there is some noise and talking. And they may have no idea what I would be doing speaking English in my garden. So I decided to be indoors. I always read your comments, and it seems that lately there have been some problems with the audio of my videos. I'm working on that, and I really appreciate your feedback on that. So I will try to raise the level, the volume a little bit when I edit the videos. I think that should be possible, and hopefully the audio will improve then. The next few days will be warm in the Netherlands with hot temperatures, and I'm really happy about that. We have had a lot of rain lately, and well, I just prefer sunshine. I think everybody does. So this is a close-up, and this is exactly the effect that I'm looking for. All those pixels with different colors and shades. I just love it. But it is a very delicate and it is delicate way of coloring, and it is a slow way of coloring. I have left these flowers white for a very long time, and I have decided to leave them white, but to make them pop out I will have to make the background a lot darker than it is right now, so I'm going to do that. And I'm starting with the cerulean blue from Bruinzeel. Oh, just give it, I gave it a fresh point. I am now going to add a more darker color, Indanthrene Blue, also the Polychromos series. And now I will be careful because these wings of the butterfly have a pretty dark color over here, and I don't want to match the darkness of the wings with the background, so I will keep the background slightly lighter here, but here I can go a lot darker. Now the more layers of color there are on the paper, the more difficult it can become to make it look smooth. But there is always a possibility of erasing if it really doesn't work out. But I hope that won't be necessary. Now here I have some darker dots, and I am coloring right next to it, not on top of it. More color on a dark dot intensifies the darkness, and I want to blend them in. Just blend. My vacation is almost starting, my holidays. Just 1 week, and then there will be some time for extra coloring. But there are a lot of other things waiting to be done. There's a lot of work in the garden, a lot of trimming, clipping the bushes. And I never, spring cleaning is not really what I do, spring cleaning the house. but I always get the spring cleaning fever in summertime. So I really want to organize and do some deep cleaning. I never liked organizing and cleaning until a professional organizer told me something that made me investigate the world of organizing. She told me that your way of organizing and cleaning the house should match your personality. I had no idea that there was a personality thing with cleaning and organizing, but clearly there is. I am now using sky blue near the wings of the butterfly. So this professional organizer mentioned that in talking to me, she found out that I will not start organizing and cleaning unless I find the room or the kitchen or the pantry or whatever that you want to organize or clean. If I don't find that item or room beautiful, I won't have this urge to go clean or organize it. So I don't want to make things clean or organized. I want to make things beautiful. And that made a lot of sense to me. So when she told me that, I kicked out all the old and worn down furniture. That wasn't much, but there was one room that was a huge mess, and I suddenly realized why I wasn't able to first organize it and second keep it organized. And that was because the room in the beginning looked awful with the old worn down furniture. Actually, that was my my room where I teach my students. It's my studio. So I kicked it all out and I went to IKEA. If you want to do low budget redecorating, you go to IKEA in the Netherlands. So I went to IKEA. I bought new furniture, and I kept an old table, but I am painting it so it looks better. And I kept the chairs, they were okay. Of course, I kept my piano. And when I finished my studio, I did the same for the room where I normally do my coloring. But that room isn't working so good, I have to be honest. But I think that has something to do with because we use that room for different things. It is my coloring room. It is our spare bedroom. It is the room where we dry our laundry. So it's always full with laundry. I do my ironing there. So let's take a step back. And I really like what is going on here. I really like it. Look at that. Don't you love that? Now I think I will do a little bit more work on some of the flowers. I'm always a little bit scared of flowers because I tend to put way too much color on them and then ruin them completely. So I will be extremely careful. And for the flower I would like to try a Prismacolor pink. Now, if you don't have Prismacolors, the Polychromos has a glorious pink as well. So. But I have to say, when I started organizing our home, I didn't know it would take so much time, but the results are just fantastic because cleaning and organizing nowadays takes a lot less time than it did before. I organized my walk-in closet, our kitchen, our pantry, my studio, the multifunctional room, the drawing, ironing, laundry room. I organized the little shed that is in the garden. And I also learned that I really like throwing away things. Just getting rid of stuff you really don't need and you really don't use. Just getting rid of it. I also, a couple of months ago, I got rid of a lot of art supplies that were there were pots of paint. Ooh, I see a glorious, glorious butterfly. I need to show you that. Wait a minute. This is the entry of my studio, and here, I hope you can still hear me. Oh, he just closed his wings. Look at that. I hope you can see it. That is the glorious peacock butterfly. There it is. It was sitting on that leaf so beautifully with his wings open. Yeah, I'm sitting inside now and I can see this butterfly. I don't know if you can see it, but now that I'm gone again, it opened its wings again. So this butterfly just knew I was approaching and thought, well, let's pretend I am not here and hide my beautiful colors. I won't try again to go out and film this beautiful creature because I think that it will do the same thing again and close its wings as soon as I approach it. The next few weeks I will be doing a lot of coloring and drawing also. I am working on my coloring instruction book. But you know, it takes a lot of time and it works so much better if you really have just some time off and that you can focus on this book, on whatever you need to do. So I will be pretty busy in the next few weeks. What you are hearing right now is the washing machine. So, I think this flower looks a lot better already. I want to do some more work on it, but well. Let's move to the bottom of the page. I find this area intriguing, what is happening over here. Just such interesting color combinations. And it feels like it is just happening. That is so much fun. Every drawing surprises me. I never know. I hardly ever know what the outcome of what the outcome will be. So much fun. I can't remember. I should watch my own videos to remember which colors I used, but I will go for a dark sepia right now. That is the darkest brown that I have, so I will use it very delicately. And I decided to switch colors. I don't think this is the right color. Let's see. I'm just experimenting right now. I found that the sepia was too cool. I needed a little bit more warmth. And the one that I'm using right now is this Caput Mortuum Violet. I like this much better. I think when I look at this that there needs to be more warmth. And I'm going to do that. This may seem a bit strange, but dark cadmium orange could do the trick. So I'm just adding this orange on top of what I just did. Now adding this orange starts a whole new process. This is so interesting. I find it very interesting because now that this orange is there, I feel it is right, but it is not right when you look at the rest of the surrounding areas. And so a lot needs to be done there. I am now going to add a little bit of Bruinzeel yellow brown to tone down the orange a little bit and to blend it into the surrounding areas. So I am treating this layer as it was the last layer. And it may be the last layer, maybe, but it really doesn't have to be. So I am treating every layer except for the very first layers, but then I treat them as though they were the finishing layer. And I think that is why it takes so much time for me. And maybe there are faster ways. I'm sure there are. There are a lot of artists, colored pencil artists, who use some sort of blending device. There are blending pencils, and there is this, what they call odorless thinner, or some other sort of mineral spirit that dissolves the wax or the oil in the pencil, and you can very fast blend the colors. I could try that, but I love this so much that I haven't had the urge to try a mineral spirit or a pencil blender. Now I don't think that I would like the pencil blender. I have one. Now, we are getting there. Much better already. This butterfly is, it doesn't have the right colors. In the end I will erase the colors from it and then see if I think that green blue is not okay. I'm not sure yet which color which colors fit him better. In Dutch we say him and her to animals, and I believe in English you should say it. And well, every stroke on the paper is so much fun. This is just a very, very light layer of this yellow-brown that is just being added, but the feeling of that pencil on the paper is really, I can't describe it. I just love it. Maybe it's the same feeling of a sport athlete. Every step that he or she takes on the track is sheer joy. I think it should be something like that, or else you wouldn't be able to run so fast. I'm really looking forward to the Olympic Games. I always like watching them. And one of my favorite sports in the Olympic Games is the sprints, the athletic sprints. And there were never Dutch athletes that could compete with the best of the world. But this year, we can win a medal. So I'm really looking forward to watching. Ooh, I like what is happening here. Don't you just love it? Don't you love it? Let's pick this one. Prismacolor Premier. It is almost identical to the Polychromos Caput Mortuum Violet, but this one, Black Raspberry, is one of my favorite Prismacolor colors. Let's just add a slight light touch. Now when I'm watching the Olympic Games, I am especially interested in those athletes that seem to be in the zone. That special place, that mindset where the mind is just focused on the walking, on the ball, on whatever, on the cycling, or whatever sports there is being done. And then when the mind is so focused and and not distracted by, I believe it is fear that is the distraction, then you can do great things. And you see it happening in the games, in the Olympics. And I'm really interested in that because when I am teaching my students, something like that, being in the zone, makes it a lot easier to let your voice be authentic and be powerful. That's it. It's really interesting, and I think it is happening for me with coloring too. When I am focusing on that one stroke every time and experiencing the joy of that one stroke, like this, just one stroke, and the color that comes from the pencil, that is so glorious. As I am adding more layers of color, I can see so much more needs to be done. I like this yellow-orange, but it is not exactly the right color. And but with adding more layers, this will work out. So this is it so far for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I have the feeling that many more episodes will come before this one is finished. You know, I think I will have no problem spending 90 hours on this beautiful drawing. And that means, because my episodes are not 1 hour long, that there will be maybe at least 90, but there could be 100 or 110 episodes. So that would mean that we have reached the 30%, not yet. So I hope you still like this when we reach that 90th episode. And well, in the meantime, there will be a lot of coloring in Magical Jungle and Enchanted Forest. I have a nice tutorial about shading in Lost Ocean. And well, I hope you enjoyed that all. So see you next time. Bye bye.